We're going to start working on the home page, and first of all, it's going to start with the left side. Okay, so this is what we're trying to create. We're going to have the CMO right here, and we're going to see all the elements, show list, and this is going to be how we're going to do it. It's not any hard or anything, so let's start working on it. As you see, this is the home page. Okay, now we can go now to the components, and we have the home right here. We have this folder. Let me remove that. Okay, on the home folder, we're going to create a new folder. We're going to call it left. And inside this we can have an index.js and RFC, and this is going to be left home, okay, like this. And then we can also add a style to it, so we can have the style right here. We're going to go to the index, remove that, and import the style. And now let's import it in the home. So right here, look for left home, and then you can see it's been added, and let's go to the left and start working on it. It's not going to be shown because it's going to be in the beginning under the header. So first of all, let me have a class name, and this is going to be left home. So just start styles so we can actually see it, so we know what we're doing. So left home, and this is going to be position fixed, okay, because it's not going to be moved. The left and the right is going to be fixed, and only the middle is going to be moving, okay. So let's go back right here. So margin top is going to be 58 pixels, and as you see now, you see the text, and from left is going to be 6 pixels, and the max height is going to be 100 vertical height, and then the width is going to be 300 pixels, and we're going to have overflow Y to be auto, okay, and the color is going to be var, and then it's going to be color primary, and the padding is going to be 15 pixels and 0 from left and right, okay. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. Go back right here and remove that, and let's continue right here, okay. And then we're going to have the left link, and then we're going to have an image, and the source of the image is going to be the image that we get from here, which is going to be the same from the store. So the best way, we can go back to home and get the user from the Redux store, and then pass it to the component. You can simply extract the user from the use selector from the store, so we can get the user and just print the values of the user, okay. And now we have the user, okay, and we can go back to the left home and just pass the user like this, and go back to the left, and right here we can get the user from the props. And now we have access to the user store, okay. So we can go to the image, and right here we can go user, and the options, always if there's a problem to handle it. And right here we're just gonna have picture like this, and as you see, we got the picture right here, okay. So after this image, we're gonna have a span, and this span we're gonna have the first name and last name. So user dot also optional chaining first name, okay, as you see it's showing, and then space, and you can add it right here, and then get the user dot last name like that, okay. As you see now, it's done, okay. We can go back right here after this span and after this div, and right here we're gonna create some links, okay. So this one right here are all gonna be some left link, okay. So simply going back right here on the left folder, we can create another component. Let's call it left link.js, okay, and inside this RFC, and this is the component. Let me go back to the left and then import it after here like this, and this is the left link is going to be shown right here. So first of all, let me also add the class name for this. So this is going to be left link, okay, and inside here we're going to have an image, and the image that we're going to pass, so we're going to get some props from here, which is going to be the image that we're going to need, the text, and also the notification. And I'm talking about these here right here, okay. So this is going to be the image, and this is the text, and sometimes you have also the notification, and that changes thing, okay, because when only have one text, this is going to be an image and a span that has the text, okay. But when we have two, we're going to have another div right here, which is going to hold these two, and then going to put them in the form of column, and then have them two, okay. So that changes thing a bit. So the source, we're going to go back, now we are on the left, so we're going to go from that, go outside of the home, and then outside of the components, so we can go to the left folder in the public folder right here, and then let me just try and use some in the left. Let me just test so we know that we are there. So it's called add.png, just for testing, so we know where we're at. and .png, and as you see it's shown right here. Okay, but this time we're gonna pass the image name right here. So this is, let me remove all of that, or maybe just leave this one here, cut it, and remove all of this, have backticks right here, and then paste that, but in the name, which is going to be the name that we passed in the props the image, and then we're going to have .png, okay, like this, and you see how we're going to pass it. So on after this, we're going to just have a simple text, okay, simple text, and the text is going to be when the notification that we pass is empty, or let's go when it's not undefined. Okay, so it's different than undefined, that means we passed it. Okay, so it means that's passed. So simply right here we're going to have a div, and the div is going to be called call, okay, and inside this we're going to have another div which is going to be call1, okay, and this is the one that going to has the text, and we're going to have another one, and this one's going to have the notification. Okay, this is when we have the notification. Else when we don't have the notification, we're going to simply have one span, okay, and this is going to have the text that we're going to pass. So simply I'm going to show you something else. If we go back to the data right here, I've added another file which is called home.js, okay, and you can go here, everything that you're going to need. You have the text, okay, and also have the image, and also you have the notification if it has it. So simply the data is here from this array that's called left. So simply you can go back to the left itself, and right here let's import it first. Let me see if I export it in the, where is it here? So it's const, let me export that like this and go back here, and then we're going to import what we call the array, we called it left, so you can import left from, and let's see where it is. So it's going to be not here, we need to also go up, and then we're going to go to the data, and then we're going to go to the home. Okay, so now we have the left, so we can go right here, and we're going to go left dot map, but before that we need to slice how many elements, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So we only want to show this, the 8 elements first, and then so we're gonna slice from 0 to 8, and then map, and we're gonna get the link, and also map, and we're gonna get the link, and also let's get the ID or the index, and right here we're gonna simply return the left link. Okay, and let's first have the key, which is gonna be the index, and also we're gonna pass the items that we're gonna need, or the elements that we're gonna need for the left link, which is gonna be the image first. So the image is gonna be the link dot image, okay, and as you see all from these elements right here. Also we're gonna pass the text, which is gonna be the link dot text, and also we're gonna pass the notification. So notification is all gonna pass it from link dot notification, like this. Okay, as you see now we have the elements right here, from the find friends to the events. I have them right here, so we can go back and work on the styles. So make sure that they look all right first. So let me go right here, and we're gonna start with the left link, and then we're gonna have display flex, align item center, the padding is gonna be 5 pixels, then 10 pixels, like this. Okay, and then we're gonna have a border radius to be 10 pixels, cursor pointer, and then we're gonna have a font weight to be 600. Okay, now you see the changes. The font size is gonna be 14, and then margin bottom is gonna be 2 pixels. Okay, go after this and select the image. So left link and the image, and right here width 36 pixels, height 36 pixel, and then we're gonna have a border radius, which is gonna be 50%. Okay, and as you see now things get together. Margin right is gonna be 11 pixels, and vertical line, okay, this is gonna be minus 0.25 m. Okay, like this. Okay, so we can go to the span, so the left link span, and right here we're gonna simply margin bottom to be 4 pixels and margin left 1 pixel. Okay, and now things is a lot better. So now let's go work on the column, because we have in the left link, if we have 2 elements, we have the column right here. So we can simply go right here and then dot column, and this is gonna be simply, you know, margin left 2 pixels. Okay, and transform to move it a bit, so translate y minus 2 pixels. Okay, so it's up a little bit like that, so we can see, you know, it seems in the center for both of them. And then column 1 And this one, let's see. So this column one is going to be a transform and translate, and we're going to translate it from dim, so where's the x, and then it's going to be -1 pixel. This is just to make it exactly like the way it was in the real one. Okay, go to the second one, column 2. This is going to be position relative. Okay, and then we're going to have font size to be 12 pixels, and then we're going to have a color to be blue, so var blue color, like this. And as you see, it didn't change. So color for column 2 var blue, not blue, blue color. Okay, now it changes. So now we know that the thing we're doing is right. And also we're gonna have margin left to be 9 pixels, and then also margin top to be 2 pixels, and font weight, let's make it just normal. Okay, like this. So when I create this, like you see these points right here, so we're gonna use the before element, which is gonna have an element before it. So we can go call to, and this is go before that. So in the beginning of the elements, the content is going to be empty. Okay, and then the width is going to be 7 pixels, the height 7 pixels, and then we're going to have a border radius to be, border radius is going to be, let me see, it's going to be 50% because it's around the dot, and then the background is going to be blue, so var blue color. Okay, and then also we need to position it absolute so we can see it. Okay, so position absolute, and then it's going to be absolute there. So the left is going to be -10 pixels. So now we just want to move it. Okay, so we need also to move it to the bottom, from the bottom, and have it 2 pixels from the bottom. Okay, like this. Okay, so now as you see right here, this is very cool. You know, compared to this, only one thing we need is the hover. So this is, we have a class for the hover, so we only can go back to the left link. And right here we can add a hover class, which is going to be, for example, 1. Let's see how one looks. Okay, we only needed to have it this, and in the left home add it right here. Okay, so let's see, not this one but the left link. So hover one, like this. So we see now we have the hover for this, and as you see, things are nice here. Okay, so we can also change this from a normal div to a link and import that. And this is going to go to the profile, because when you click on it, you're going to take him to his profile, like this. Okay, so now everything is all right, and when you click on this, it takes you to the profile. Okay, so now this part is finished.